Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, put the kettle on. Actually, forget the tea, pour the wine. Open the good bottle. You are going to need a stiff drink for this one because I am shaking. I am literally vibrating with rage right now. You know how I said Christmas with the in-laws was going to be interesting? Well, interesting doesn't even cover it. It was a psychological thriller, and I was the unsuspecting victim in the opening scene. You are not going to believe what that woman gave me. Okay, are you sitting down? She gave me a bathroom scale. No, I am not joking. I wish I was making this up for dramatic effect, but I swear on my life, I unwrapped a digital scale in front of the entire family. And the cherry on top of this toxic sundae, she technically gave it to both of us. As soon as the paper was torn off, she looked me dead in the eye with that sweet, venomous smile of hers and said, "It wasn't just for my husband to use. You can use it as well." In the moment, I froze. I was deep in daughter-in-law mode with a plastered-on smile. It was like getting shot with a silencer. I didn't realize I was bleeding until later. But here is the context you need. Over the last year, I have packed on 30 pounds. And the worst part is I don't even know why. I've been a pincushion for doctors, testing cortisol, insulin, thyroid, everything came back super normal. I think it's my anxiety meds, so I was already feeling fragile. I felt heavy. I felt self-conscious. And then, bam, Merry Christmas, here's a device to measure your failure in numerical form. And we have to talk about her. My mother-in-law, the almond mom to end all almond moms. She is a health nut. And I use that term loosely because what she actually has is disordered eating wrapped in a gym membership. She goes to the gym every single day, and I don't think I've ever seen her eat a carb. I get it. She has her own self-esteem issues, but that doesn't mean she gets to use me as her punching bag. This scale incident wasn't an accident. It was a calculated strike. Remember that dinner I told you about? I was starving after a long day and cleaned my plate. She literally leaned over the table, stared at my empty plate like it was a crime scene, and said, "You ate all your food. You do that a lot, don't you?" And lately, it's the pregnancy comments. She keeps asking my husband if I'm pregnant, over and over. "Is she pregnant? Are you sure?" To the point where I look in the mirror and think, do I look pregnant? Is my stomach that big? It's psychological warfare. So back to Christmas night, we leave their house. I held it together in the car mostly because I was in shock. But the second we walked through our front door, the dam broke. I collapsed. I'm talking ugly crying, hyperventilating, the works. All the frustration about the 30 pounds, the clothes that don't fit, the anxiety, it all came pouring out. I felt disgusting. I felt like she saw me as this giant, gluttonous blob that needed to be monitored. My husband, bless his heart, he is amazing, but he can be so dense when it comes to his mother. At first, he was just confused. But when he saw me sobbing on the couch, the fog started to lift. He looked at the scale, looked at me, and I saw the realization hit him like a freight train. He literally said, "OSH*T. Yeah, that was bad. Finally, validation. He was furious. He didn't do it while I was around, but he called her up later. He told her straight up that it was incredibly rude and inappropriate. He told her you do not give a woman a scale for Christmas unless she specifically asks for one. And do you want to know what she said? Do you want to hear the excuse? She doubled down. She claimed she just saw it advertised online and thought it looked cool. Cool, a scale, who looks at a bathroom scale and thinks, "Wow, what a cool, fun gadget. This screams festive cheer." It's a tool for weighing mass. It's not a PlayStation. If it was so cool, why didn't she buy one for herself? No, she bought it for us, with a specific instruction that I should use it. She refused to apologize on the phone. She just kept gaslighting him, acting like we were crazy for thinking it was an insult. But then, a few days later, she sent us a group text that made my blood boil. She sent a text saying, "That's unfortunate that you chose to interpret my gift negatively. Now I feel like a failure and I'm so sad." You chose to interpret. Excuse me. She handed me a neon sign that said "lose weight" wrapped in reindeer paper. You know I was raised by a medically diagnosed narcissist. I saw right through that text. It was a DARVO move, deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. Suddenly, she is the victim because we didn't like her insulting gift. I see her in a completely different light now. She sees me gaining weight, she sees a vulnerability, and she pounces on it. But here is the kicker, and this is why I need you to tell me I'm not crazy. I am 58. I weigh 150 pounds. I am not overweight. I am a perfectly healthy, average size. For her to treat me like I'm in some desperate need of intervention is insane. My husband is doing better, though. He saw that text and didn't fall for the guilt trip. He didn't make me reply. He's setting boundaries. He's finally realizing that his mommy isn't a saint. She's a mean girl who peaked in high school. I'm done being the polite daughter-in-law. Next time she comments on my food, I'm going to eat a breadstick while making unblinking eye contact. Next time she asks if I'm pregnant, I'm going to ask her when her due date is. Pour me another glass. I think I'm going to need the whole bottle.